Hey gang, welcome. In this episode, we're going to talk about a DHS employee who's busted for using freedom of speech and for being stupid. First off, we want to thank a former Secret Service co-worker of mine, and I don't know how far up he got, but a hell of a lot higher than I did. Paul Eckloff, now the Senior Director for Public Relations at LexisNexis. I follow him on LinkedIn, and this is how I learned about this particular story. So thanks, Paul. I appreciate what you do. Just a quick disclaimer with regards to his post. I have no knowledge of how Paul leans politically, left or right, and I don't care. I evaluate everyone independently, and I got no impression that he's trying to make some sort of political statement by making the post that he made. Paul brings forward a valid concern for insider access with regards to this issue. And while defending free speech, both he and I agree to defending the entire Constitution, not just parts of it. In fact, it was free speech that helped this case. As I've said many times earlier in life, even a fish wouldn't get in trouble if they kept their mouth shut. One difference between employees within the law enforcement community and the intelligence community is that in the law enforcement community, a person like this would be disciplined. In the intelligence community, they may be monitored or even turned. The subject's name is Nejwa Ali. We found her profile on LinkedIn. She's got a work history with the Veterans Administration from October of 2008 to March of 2013. Then there's an employment gap between March of 2013 and 2016, an unknown month, during which time it was later discovered she was a spokesperson for the Palestinian Authority, also the Palestinian Liberation Organization. In 2019, she got a job with the Department of Homeland Security as an asylum officer, where she still works to present. In January of this year, she was made an education officer. That's education, not education, officer. I don't know if this is a promotion or a lateral move, but her Facebook profile still lists both positions. It should be noted that with some of the media attention that has been given to this story, she's listed as a Biden administration official within the Department of Homeland Security. She was hired in 2019 during the Trump administration. And any background check, again, I don't know what type of security clearance she has, if any, but any background check would have been done then. And in fact, it was the Biden administration that discovered her employment with the PLO. The slightly right-leaning New York Post has also reported that Senator Josh Hawley is demanding information and that she be fired and so on, which, by the way, all of our sources show that she was placed on administrative leave as of Wednesday for making the inappropriate posts on social media. Senator Hawley demanded in a Thursday letter to DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas that the agency, quote, terminate Ms. Ali's employment without delay, and suggested that her bias played a role in immigration cases involving both Palestinian and Israeli or Jewish applicants. Said Hawley, Ms. Ali has explicitly linked her prejudicial views to her job. For instance, in one social media post associated with her name, she included the hashtags, and remember, we don't sugarcoat here, she included the hashtags hashtag asylum seekers, hashtag Palestine, hashtag refugees welcome, suggesting that she may preference certain immigration cases over others at DHS. This is unacceptable, end quote. The Biden DHS needs to explain now why they had a pro-terrorist, pro-genocide, anti-Semitic radical adjudicating asylum claims, and why in the world she hasn't been fired. Well, maybe we should ask Trump's DHS. So as for her actual quotes, one of which, Palestine will be free one day. She wrote that on Instagram. Fuck apartheid, Israel, and any Israeli that supports that bullshit. Fuck you, and may Allah forgive you. And spare us the crocodile tears. I sure as hell give zero fucks. Okay, I think I understand why she's got her tit in a ringer. The Washington Examiner, another slightly right-leaning rag, said, quote, Biden DHS official placed on leave after pro-Palestinian ties revealed. I think we covered that. Not that either, to be fair and balanced, Trump nor Biden, until now, have a clue who this woman is. Let's get that right. They don't personally hire people at that level. And this girl's a GS-8, maybe a GS-9. And in fact, like I said a moment ago, she was found by the Biden administration. My analysis, the Department of Homeland Security has strict policies on professional behavior, on the job, and in private life. Did she break the law? No. Simply using the F-bomb isn't illegal. Having a political view that may be in contrary to many other people in society is in fact her right. Were her statements classless? Yeah. But legal. I also, based on the statements that I've seen, don't see anywhere that she's going to be found guilty for inciting any sort of violence. Have I seen all the posts? No, probably not. I welcome any of the comments that you have and updates sent to one of our new email addresses, news@yergz.com. If you have any scoop, please send it there, or any comments with anything we do here. Now, is Miss Ali in violation of DHS policy? Yeah, been there. If she is a sympathizer, or even an operative, she's got bad tradecraft. If that would have been an operative, I hope she would have been trained better by whatever people she works with and for. To reflect on Paul's statement, I too am glad for the First Amendment and her tactical slip. Her expressions are how we learned about her. But that's another issue. How did she get hired? Employment gaps. Minimal information about her education available on LinkedIn, which means it could be minimal in the application as well. A background investigation learns these items. If they are not provided, like her involvement with the PLO, they are asked about. There are signs. There are simple methods to learn what could be bad or suspicious activity. The activity itself? Less than 2 weeks since the assault that started all this news coverage, and her post. This is almost immediate. First being in place since 2019. Josh Hawley is right. How much damage did she do? But in this case, DHS Biden is to thank, not to blame. You've been up the middle. Hey gang, just a quick reminder. With the new edition of Yergz.com, there are now show notes available underneath the Up the Middle tab. Go to Yergz.com, click on the Up the Middle tab, and in the drop-down box, the bottom item is show notes. Click on the show notes to get the notes that I use to create each episode. That's for Up the Middle, Yergz Radio, and everything we do here at the Yergz Group. Thanks for watching.